Always take the high road. Welcome to Unpopular Wisdom, a place where we challenge popular beliefs one lesson at a time. Always take the high road encourages kindness, maturity, and self-control. It usually reminds us not to sink to the level of those who mistreat us. There is real wisdom in that message because responding quietly with more cruelty rarely improves anything. But there is another side that deserves our attention to this same quote. Taking the high road should never mean accepting disrespect without limits. Too many people confuse dignity with silence. They believe being the better person means never speaking, never setting boundaries, and never walking away from unhealthy relationships. In reality, that is not the high road. That is self-neglect disguised as a virtue. Some people count on your kindness. They assume that you will forgive every insult, that you would overlook every broken promise, and you would continue giving while receiving very little in return. Your patience becomes predictable, and your compassion becomes something they expect instead of appreciate. The high road is not about making yourself smaller so that others can remain comfortable. It is about acting according to your values while still protecting your well-being. You can refuse to argue without refusing to defend yourself. You can stay respectful without becoming available for endless mistreatment. Imagine someone who constantly insults a co-worker. The co-worker stays calm every time because they want to avoid conflict. At first, that seems admirable. But if the insults continue for months because nothing changes, silence is no longer solving the problem. Speaking to the manager or setting a clear boundary is not taking the low road. It is choosing self-respect. The same is true in families, friendships, and romantic relationships. Being the bigger person does not require carrying the emotional weight of everyone around you. So sometimes the strongest response is leaving a situation that refuses to improve. Walking away peacefully often takes more courage than staying to prove how patient you are. There is also a misunderstanding that the high road always leads to immediate rewards. Sometimes it does not. You may lose opportunities because you refused to cheat. You may lose relationships because you refused to tolerate manipulation. You may even be misunderstood by people who hear one side of the story only and base their judgment on it. Still, integrity has lasting value. The purpose of taking the high road is not to earn applause. It is to remain true to your principles while making decisions that protect your future. Character should never become an excuse for allowing repeated harm. While kindness without boundaries becomes exhausting, forgiveness without change becomes permission. The goal is to balance respond with grace whenever possible, but do not confuse grace with surrender. Stay calm, stay clear, be respectful but firm. Choose peace but never at the cost of your own dignity. So a better proposal to this quote would have been, take the high road whenever you can, but never mistake self-respect for taking the low road.